This is many hands clapping. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, thank you. You know, if I didn't look at Carolyn, I could pretend that that was my voice, but it wasn't. Okay. So welcome to Unity of Greater Hartford. As some of you know, my name is Reverend Christine Boylan. I'm the minister here, and we are in the sanctuary of the church. And we are so glad that you have decided to join with us this evening. So I want to light our Christ candle. We have it right here. So I'm going to light this and then put it on our table. Okay. And so if you remembered, you know, we always lit our Christ candle at the beginning of the service, and we then moved it into our opening prayer. And so let's do that now. So let's do our opening prayer. Let's come together in prayer. We come together and we claim our power and our blessings. 2020 has been an extraordinary year filled with grief, as over 340,000 Americans have died of COVID. It was a year of protest as racism was unveiled, of promises and elections, of hardships and loss. And it was also a year of blessings as we choose to see clearly through our spiritual eyes. And as we continue to do so, we discover deep within our very being unlimited faith, strength, wisdom, love, power, imagination, understanding, will, order, zeal, release, and life. Tonight, we bless this past year and we claim our divine powers, knowing that there is only one power, one presence, and one source of all. We open our minds, our hearts, our very souls to this truth. And as we do, we are filled with gratitude and clear vision, able to stay centered no matter what. And we are grateful. Amen. So Carolyn, I'm going to hand it back to you.
Thank you, Reverend Christine. So we're going to sing another song together. And this one, I also know that you know, if you've been with us at all before on Sundays, we do it pretty often. And I know I'm going to be hearing in my heart all of you singing this as well, as I did today when I was practicing. I was like, oh, there's Wendy. And there's... Anyway, we are grateful. All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been
Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, thank you. So I do have to give a special shout out to Malaysia. Hey, girl. Hi, Malaysia. And welcome to all of you again. We're gonna have a little bit of housekeeping. Just to remind you that you have charge of your video. You can have your video on, you can have it off. You don't have charge of your audio right now. We're controlling that and we're having it off. But later on, we'll turn it on and you'll be able to do some shout outs. But you can still greet your neighbor. You can still take that time to say hello. You could go to the chat room and post something in there. Hello to everyone. Please feel free to do that. Perhaps you want to share the power that you selected that came to you at Christmas Eve. Mine was strength. You know, what was yours? Maybe put that in, maybe share that with us. You also want to get ready to make sure that you're ready for our release ceremony later on. You want to have, if you have dissolving paper, you want to have that paper ready and something to write on it. If you use color pens or pencils or crayons, when the paper dissolves, the color remains, so that's kind of fun. And if you don't have, so that means if you have dissolving paper, you need to have some water with you, all right? So, you know, whether it's a glass or a jug or something, you know. If you don't have dissolving paper, that's fine too. Just make sure you have a regular piece of paper and something to write on. And then you'll all be ready for that. And so we're, once I start talking about this concept of releasing and letting go, we're going to follow that straight through to the ceremony. So because of that, we have moved up the offering to now. So I want to, in a minute, we're going to say our offering blessing. We are grateful for tangible and intangible gifts. Certainly, if you have a tangible gift, you can do that with your credit card on the website. There's a little donate button up to the left, just hit that. And there's a drop down and you can designate your gift for the New Year's Eve service. You also are free to mail in a check. That would be great. Obviously, we're keeping the electricity on. The church building is still here. The heat's on, and Tony and I and Carolyn, your staff, are still here. And we're so grateful for your contributions, for your support that allows that to continue. But we also want to talk about intangible gifts, those gifts from your heart. And so think of something that you would like to share with everyone here tonight. You know, perhaps it's change, the word change. Perhaps it's harmony. Perhaps it's love, abundance. Hold some intangible gift you want to share. If you want, you could certainly write that in the chat area also. But let's hold those tangible and the intangible gifts in our heart right now as I bring up our lesson right here. Okay. All right. So please join me in reciting along with me the offering blessing. So together, divine love flowing as me blesses and multiplies all that I am and have, all that I give and receive. And so it is. Amen. So here's my question for everyone. Who's ready to say goodbye to 2020? Everybody, yeah. Yeah. Most, if not everyone, is ready to say goodbye. And when we do that, we want to swiftly jump into 2021. I've heard for days, 2021 can't come fast enough. I'm ready. But I want to, or I need to share a word of caution with you. Because if you're not careful, the possibility exists that you will drag into 2021 your baggage, emotional, spiritual stuff from 2020. Why is that? Well, it could happen for a lot of reasons. Over the past year, we may have created certain attachments to things we think are true. And by doing that, we may have put ourselves in bondage to these so-called truths. Thoughts or beliefs like, it was a year without any blessings. It was a year of total darkness. It was a year only of loss and grief. It was a year of unchecked racism and hatred. It was a year when Americans showed their greed and self-interest. It was a year when there was no compassion or harmony. It was a year when our country became so divided that we may never recover. And on and on. You might not have said those things, but you certainly have heard other people say them. Or perhaps you've read them. Or perhaps they just swirled around in your head, wondering, are they true? Or could it possibly be true? So how committed are you to these negative truths that seem to have taken seed and grown in this past year? Do you want to drag them into your emotional and spiritual 2021? Well, if not, then we must be clear what our thoughts are right now so we can release them. You can't release something that you won't admit might have swirled around in your head. So if we don't take this initial step, then we will simply be in resistance to those thoughts. And we know that what we resist, what we deny about ourselves, just simply remains, festers, and grows. So let's take a moment to examine our own thoughts about this past year and become aware of what we're either holding on to or what we are refusing to see about ourselves. Because it's not about anyone else. It's about our thoughts, our beliefs, our attachments. What are we really thinking about this past year? And are we truly willing to let it go? Can you lovingly release it and send it back to the good from where it came? Let's just take a moment and do that. This is not about right now about writing something down. It's just about getting clarity. I can see clearly now. That was our theme this past year. Boy, did we need that, right? I can see clearly now. Perfect vision through my spiritual eyes. So let's just take a moment. You can close or lower your eyes. You can even turn your video off if you want. And let's just sit in silence for just a moment, okay? Let's take a deep breath in and release. Now let's go deeper. Deeper within you. What about you are you ready to release, to let go of? I'm not suggesting a type of New Year's resolution like, I want to release 20 pounds. And that's certainly a worthwhile goal if that is your goal. But that's not the type of going deeper I mean. I would like you to think about going deeper and getting in touch with a limiting belief or a lack-centered thought or even a crippling emotional response to something out here. What do you want to release, to let go of, to eliminate? Now, on Sunday, January 3rd, you'll have an opportunity to replace that release, or another word is a denial, with a positive word, phrase, or power. But tonight, we are focused on the process of letting go, to make room. Make room. Perhaps you want to release a belief that the bad guys always win. That you are powerless to change your world. That it will take years to recover. That situations or other people control your emotions. That there are no good people to support you. What thought or emotion are you in bondage to? What belief that perhaps just intellectually you know is not true, but emotionally it has a hold over you? I urge you to dig deep and be honest. Let's take some time in the silence so you can go within and listen to that voice within, to that guidance within, to what you know, what you truly know you want to let go of, you want to release and not drag into 2021. And whenever you're ready, jot down on your paper, and this is for your eyes only, no one's going to see this piece of paper but you. Write down what you want to release. Do it tonight. Write it down what you want to release. It could be one thought or belief or several. I have 4 things on my piece of paper. Okay. So write it down. Don't put it off. Do it now as Carolyn plays for us. How are we doing? We're ready? Now there's one more thing I need to ask you to do. I would like you to release with love. You are not getting rid of. You are not throwing away. You are not destroying. Because that type of thinking holds an emotional response that may keep you in bondage to it and act like a boomerang instead of a true letting go. No, we lovingly, gently release it. We send it back to the good from where it came. In fact, as you place your paper in the water or as you tear it into little pieces, you might want to say to yourself, I lovingly release this thought or belief. And then actually say to yourself what that thought or belief is that you're releasing. This is a time when you're honest with yourself. And so, regardless of whether you're dissolving or tearing it up, do it lovingly. Do it with gratitude. Grateful for it all. If we stopped for a moment and said, are there things that happened this past year that I'm grateful for? They happened in spite of the pandemic, or maybe they happened because of the pandemic. We are grateful for it all. So I'm going to take mine. And I'm going to put it in the water. Just stir it around. And then Tony Bensko is here with me. And so I'm going to invite her to come up. And she'll have a mask on. Sorry. And I'll step away. And she'll do it. And so you too can do this now. Dissolve, do your dissolving paper. Or rip your paper up lovingly into little tiny pieces. And if you do have a piece of paper, oh, well, Lisa vacuumed today. She'll have to do it again. So I'm tearing it up, very little pieces. Now, and I'm just going to put it in my palm of my hand and release. Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. Play just a little bit, would you? Take right now a deep breath in and then slowly release. And for this moment, let's close our eyes and truly feel the release that you just did. Just allow that release, that letting go, that elimination to settle within you. For you have done a mighty deed. You have banished a giant, a dragon, a monster, that you truly believed in. And now it no longer has any control over you. Take another deep, slow breath in, and then slowly release. Tonight, you are free. Tonight, you are powerful. Tonight, you are truly the beloved and most prized. You have stepped out and claimed your divine inheritance, and the universe responds always. You are the eachness and the allness of the divine principle, the infinite process that we have come to call God. You're poised and ready for the new year. You're poised and ready to claim your true divinity. I applaud each one of you and hold you in the light of your truth. And so, Carolyn, I think you have two wonderful songs for us.
Yes, we do. So our first song is a setting of the Lord's Prayer, which is sort of especially perfect for tonight. And it sounds like Auld Lang Syne. So if you know both of those things, we're going to be putting them together. And this is an arrangement. It's called Millennium Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive each one of those who sins against us. And lead us not in time of trial, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. Let all the people sing amen, in every tribe and tongue. Let every heart's desire be joined to see the kingdom come. Let every hope and every dream be born in love again. Let all the world sing with one voice. Let the people say amen. Love that. And one more. This is a song by Faith Rivera. This is my wish for all of us in the new year, and it's called Best Day Yet. Gonna tell no lies. I won't even try to contain it. What I feel, it is real, it is bigger than me. No, I can't ignore that my life is more satisfying. From inside, cannot hide the light that is burning. Just a tiny ember sparked this change in my life. I fan the flames every day, dreaming dreams in my mind. I am feeling good, I am feeling fresh, I am feeling new. This is the best. I am staying true, not settling for less. I am breaking through. This is the best day yet. I am floating free. Life can carry me gently forward to the next perfect step. No rush and no hurry. I am happy here where the sky is clear. Just be now in the flow, letting go. I am milking this moment. It's the perfect time for my star to rise again. I just stop asking how, give myself to the now and let love in. I am feeling good, I am feeling fresh, I am feeling new. This is the best. I am staying true, not settling for less. I am breaking through. This is the best day. I am feeling good, I am feeling fresh, I am feeling new. This is the best. I am staying true, not settling for less. I am breaking through. This is the best day yet.
Ah, how wonderful. I think when we do open our doors, we might have to sing that one. Thank you, Carolyn, for sharing your gift of music and song, your wonderful talents. I also want to thank Deborah Giddings and Tony Bensko and Mariana Ridley, my behind the scenes assistants tonight. And I want to thank all of you who joined us tonight and became witness to this wonderful community letting go. So we end this release ceremony, this service, in prayer, affirming our faith and celebrating our spiritual powers and freedoms that we could choose to express in our world and become a positive agent for harmony and change. I behold each of you in the light of your truth. And I affirm the best year yet for us all. With hearts full of gratitude, we say amen. And I believe at this point that if you want to turn on your mics, you should be able to. And if you'd like to say something, please do. We have a little group thing we're going to do at the very end, but I want to allow if anyone would like to say something, just raise your hand and do a shout out. David, hello, David and Louise.
We would like to shout out to Caroline. She has added so much to all the time we get together. I just really thank you, Caroline. Your voice, Carolyn, yeah, your voice, everything else is just so appreciated. Thank you.
Thanks, David. That's great. And Afna, I see Afna.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. We just want to say we enjoy this again, and we are enjoying every day's service. And Happy New Year to everyone, and thank you, Reverend Christine, for such solemn service each year, and again this year. Donna, Deborah, Sandra, I can't call them everybody. We just longing to see you again. Happy to see you. Likewise.
I don't think we die of hunger.
Sue Smollett.
I'm just yelling at Kirk.
Kirk, would you please behave?
That was not the thing I'm releasing. I'm just saying.
There was a lobster, a moose, and a bear that walked into a bar.
No.
Mute him.
Mute him. Anyone else? Yes, Sandra and then Donna.
I just want to say to everybody, I miss all of you so much. Wish everyone a happy and blessed New Year.
Thank you. Donna.
I love you all. And I feel a little lost this year. I know you're my family. I know you're my family, so we always make noise at New Year.
That's coming. That's coming. Hold on to that.
All right.
Next. We're going to do that next. Don't worry. Come on. I love making noise. So Brittany.
Chris Gregory.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, ask to unmute. How come you're not unmuted there? Okay, there you go. There you are.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you. And I was very happy that my daughter convinced me to come out tonight.
Yes, I'm glad she did too, Chris. It's good to see Chris Gregory, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there she is. Hey, Leah.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh, Happy New Year, Lynn. We're just going to do a little
Happy New
shout
Year.
because Donna said we had to make noise. So I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to do that. But we gotta like get ready here. Okay.
Where's your blower thing you had from?
No,
Hurry up, you're gonna miss it.
the dog and I gotta get ready for you. Okay, we're ready. Okay, you ready? Okay.
You're gonna
So-
miss it, Malaysia. You better
Oh,
hurry up.
Malaysia, get back here, girl. Okay.
Oh.
So,
You can't make Malaysia miss it.
okay, so at the count of 3, we are going to say what's right here. Welcome 2021, Happy New Year. Okay, I love your hat, Sue and Kirk. The lane now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Welcome 2021.
Happy New Year.
Terrific.
Oh, look at Lee and Chris. They got their hats on too. Look.
Best year yet.
Hear that drum? We didn't hear your pot too loud there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go. Thank you.
Another tradition is that you walk out the back door and you
That's
turn around and walk in the front door and
Yes.
bring the new year in with you. So you walk out and leave everything, leave the old year behind and bring the new year in.
Go.
Yeah.
So we can all do that too.
Yes.
Any last words from anyone?
I have a question.
Yes.
I have this little white stone.
Oh, no,
Oh, yes. Thank you.
What are they supposed to do with this?
What is that? The White Stone on this coming Sunday, January 3rd, we'll have a White Stone ceremony. And just like we released what we don't want to bring into 2021, on Sunday, you will have an opportunity to go through a process with me and to then, through divine guidance, through that still small voice within you, come up with a word, a phrase, or even one of the 12 powers that you will want to put on your white stone. And that will be your word, power, phrase for the year. Now, I do mine in pencil. Because I reserve the right to change my mind, just like Charles Fillmore. So you can do it in pencil also. But bring it with you to the service, have it with you on Sunday service. And then, then you'll place it someplace, where daily you'll remember. And it's kind of, it completes it. We did the denial. Sunday we'll do the affirmation. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
And then there's a history behind. These are from Jerusalem, and so I'll explain. We ordered them, and I'll explain where they come from and where this whole tradition came from. And so that's pretty interesting. All right.
I
So-
would like to say something. Hi, it's Kate. And I just want to say that I know that so many of you are sending love messages. I don't know how to do that from my phone. That's what I'm using.
hard.
Really, I want you to know I'm sending you all love and hugs. This was a fabulous service, just what I needed. And I'm going to be in my own homemade silent retreat. So I won't be with you on Sunday, but I'll watch it afterwards. I have the stone and I'm very grateful for everything. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings to you all.
Thank you, Kate. Yeah. And just like this release ceremony that you did, it doesn't exist just here tonight. You can do this throughout the year. You can do it anytime for yourself, whenever you feel the need to release, to let go. And just as that white stone, if you can't be with us on Sunday, just take some time, as Kate's doing, to go into the silence and see what lies in your heart. That you would like to have more of in the coming year. All right. So anything else? Otherwise, we're gonna, yes, Carolyn.
I just wanted to say that I am so filled with love looking at all of your faces. This happened on Christmas Eve too, and I was like, maybe it'll happen again. They're so filled to the top of my head with love and divine energy, and I'm so happy to see you all.
Carolyn and I and Tony and Deborah are here every Sunday in the sanctuary, and we feel so blessed to be able to be here, and we get to be with each other. And yet, sometimes it feels very lonely here without all of you. So, it's wonderful to see you here. And hopefully we'll see you in classes and see you, and hopefully we'll be able to open the doors and have you back in here in person before too long. So blessings to you. Deborah.
Just want to remind everyone that Sunday service is on Facebook. We're back to Facebook Live on Sunday.
Sunday's always Facebook. Yeah. We did have some tech geeks here the last week, and we're very close to having it not just show up on Facebook, but in real time show up on our website. So that'll be a nice thing for some of you who just don't want to go up to Facebook or can't seem to find it when you do go up there. So so we're moving ahead with all of that. And Bonnie, hey there, Bonnie, I didn't see you before. And Jolene, hello. So thank you all for being here. It's so wonderful to see each and every one of you. And we'll see you soon. Happy New Year.
Happy New
Year.
Happy New Year,
everyone.
Yeah.
Crazy hands, goodbye.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.
See you Tuesday.
Brittany.
Hi,
Look at my shirt. Look at my shirt.
Hi,
Yeah, bye Malaysia. Bye Joan, Jocelyn.
There's your little dog.
Um,
So good to see all of you.
My holy man.
Well,
Happy New Year.
happy
Happy New Year.